Students spent the entire week on MSU's campus learning and having fun at the 2017 MSU Media Summer Camps. Students new to game design were able to jump in by taking the beginner game design class. They used professional software to learn the entire planning process, from storyboarding to designing to producing a game.
So far in camp, I've learned a lot. I knew nothing coming into this, and I learned how to work in Unity, a game design service. I learned how to design certain items. Like just before I was going into this interview, I was designing and implementing an engine into the game that our player is going to find and use.
Going into camp, I wanted to learn more or less what I did learn, which is like what sort of steps you need to take to prepare before you actually start making the game.
My favorite part of this camp has been working in the group for the game. I've had a lot of fun, and our game's coming out amazing.
With the skills I've learned, the goal will be to eventually make my own game.
Every time I were to run into something that may be hard, I would just go call them over, and they would be like, okay, so this is how you fix that, and this is how you do that. Or they'd be like, okay, so that's unfixable, so just start over and don't do that next time. So there's not really too many challenges.
Most of the challenges I've had have been technical issues, which the instructors have been able to sort out pretty quickly.
The advanced game design class built on the basic foundations previously learned in the beginning game design class. This week, students explored 3D level design and were able to design and build custom levels for their own game.
So far, I've learned that planning everything in advance changes how everything will turn out.
I've learned to not be overambitious, and it's definitely possible to make a functional game in 5 days.
Going into the camp, I wanted to learn more management skills of handling a project with multiple people involved.
I just want to learn how to be more efficient and get to know Unity a little bit more.
My favorite part has probably been the fact that I've been able to work with friends and ask them for help along with the instructors.
Making a game in 5 days teaches you to not be horribly ambitious and to keep it simple and really get down to what makes your game, what makes your game fun and what makes your game work. And it's a lot of cutting down the extra fluff, and basically 5 days is enough time to narrow down really what you want to accomplish with your game.
We've had a few challenges in that we would all be working on the same part of a project, and whenever someone made a change, it would mess up things on other computers, and that led to us having to restart a few times, but we eventually figured out a solution.
We ran into a problem with moving objects and something to do with the teleportation scripts, and we just asked for help. My friend spent most of his time trying to get the teleportation script to work. We finally got it to work, but I think the moving object was more of a headache because it's the way you had to animate it, and we didn't really have a script for it, so that was tedious and a little frustrating.
I'd like to use these skills in the future with working on projects on my own, and maybe collaborating with other people from the camp in the future.
My favorite part has probably just been hanging out with friends and making a game with some of them and seeing what they're coming up with. And it's just been good time, good food, good games.
Students worked in front of and behind the camera in the digital cinema class. Small crews were formed to write out, storyboard, shoot, and edit short films.
So far at camp, I've learned how to make really professional-looking movies, how to edit scenes, how to film scenes, and how to write scripts.
Going into the class, I wanted to learn how to use equipment and also what equipment to use, which cameras are better than others, and I wanted to learn how to get a good-looking shot and how to make a movie that is good and watchable.
Going into camp, I wanted to learn how to take the ideas that are in my head and put them on a screen and make them look professional and so people can enjoy them. Working in a group has been really fun because I didn't really know any of the people I was working with at first, so getting to know new people is always interesting.
My favorite part has been getting to work with my friends. I already knew someone here, but then I got to make new friends, and it's just been really fun to make a movie with them, and it's a funny movie, so we all had a good time together.
The most fun thing I've done is acting for our film. It's really outside my comfort zone to be in front of a camera, and I always get extremely shaky. But the more I'm in front of a camera, the more I get better with dealing with those feelings of nervousness, anxiety, etc.
Luke Kane is the director of the MSU Media Summer Camps.
You know, I look at kind of a different thing every year, but this year what I'm looking at is, you know, when they come out of this, are they better at working in teams? Are they better at working through interpersonal problems and conflicts, and how do they manage that? Because in this day and age, it's very easy to get in an argument with somebody online, and you can say whatever you want and there aren't any consequences. But when that person is sitting right next to you or right behind you or 2 seats down from you, it makes that interaction a little bit different, and they have to kind of manage those relationships a little bit differently. So beyond the content that they're getting and the skills and the concepts that they're learning in the camps, you know, they also have to learn how to, you know, get along with each other, because no matter what kind of technology we're using, pretty much every job, every career that they're going to get themselves into, they're going to be working with other people, and that's going to be a huge part of their lives, is managing their social interactions.